everyone! It has been a while since I've done a pregnancy update, and so that is what I'm doing today. I'm officially 14 weeks, so I am into my second trimester. It's so crazy how time seems to be going by with this pregnancy. Thinking that I'm already into my second trimester seems crazy and like time is flying by, and the fact that the holidays are here. But then when I think about how much longer I have of this pregnancy, it seems to be dragging by. My family and I are just so anxious to meet this little baby and for April to get here that it seems forever away. But hopefully time does continue to fly by really fast. I'm excited to be into my second trimester. My fingers are crossed so tight that I will be feeling better and that I'll have a little more energy, especially with the holidays coming. I really want to make them special for my kids before the baby comes, and just a time to enjoy my pregnancy and for my whole family to enjoy the pregnancy. They've had a lot of fun watching my belly grow, and it will really be growing in the next little while. So I just want it to be a fun and special time. The baby is growing so fast and doing great. We did just have a doctor's appointment and we got to hear the heartbeat. Everything sounded fine. I will be having a big ultrasound in a few weeks, which I'm very anxious for, just so that we can see everything and make sure that the baby is developing and that everything is like going smoothly. It is always a fear when you're pregnant that something could possibly go wrong, so it is just such a great feeling when you get to see your baby and they measure everything and make sure everything is looking right. So the baby is officially the size of a closed fist, which seems really big to me, but I know that the baby's just going to be growing so much more. Our baby's going to get much bigger, but it has already grown so much, and so much has happened in such a short period of time. So I wanted to read a few things that have happened between the weeks of like 4 to now. So our baby's bones have started to develop. It has sprouted arms, legs, hands, feet, fingers, and toes. Our baby has hair and nails. Our baby's digestive system has started to form. It has a sense of touch, eyesight, heart, brain, and sense of taste. So all of those things have started to form and develop in the short period of time that it has been in my belly. So that is really incredible. It always amazes me just the things that our bodies can do. The fact that I am growing a human life inside of me that is forming and developing and growing every single day is just absolutely amazing. So that is what is going on with our sweet little baby. Now on to some of my updates. I have a paper down here that I will be looking at. If there are small cuts that seem weird in this video, it's because I forget everything. That has definitely been one of my symptoms that I have had so severely during the first trimester, and that is pregnancy brain. Like, the craziest. I don't know if I'm just so tired that my brain is just like, I'm too tired to function, or if it's just like serious pregnancy brain. I forget everything. I honestly walk into rooms all the time and I'm like, why am I in here? I cannot remember what I'm doing. It's been really bad. I forget things that I'm saying. So if there are small cuts, just like that one, it's because I stumble over my words, I forget what I'm saying in the middle of a sentence, and I just have to like regroup and remember what I was saying. Also, I've had shortness of breath big time. I can just like walk out of my room into my bathroom and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. I just get so short of breath so quickly. So that is why there are some funny little cuts in this video that seem like crazy, is because of those two things. So this update is going to be more of like a first trimester update. I am just entering into my 14th week, so I don't know what is to come this week or in my second trimester. Like I said, fingers crossed that I'm feeling better. I do also know that that isn't always the case. They do say that in your second trimester you should have a lot more energy, your morning sickness should subside, and you should feel so much better. Like the second trimester is supposed to be the best of your whole pregnancy. That did not happen with Winston. I was like counting down the seconds, and when my second trimester came, my sickness didn't go away and nothing went away. I was sick and tired the whole time. But with that, I know that I can get through it and it will be okay. I am still taking medication because I am still really sick, and if I don't take it, then I have a serious problem. But I do have good days. I have days where I'm not sick at all. Today is actually one of those days. I feel really great today, and I'm just hoping that maybe that is a sign of things to come for the second trimester. But we will see, and I am grateful for every good day. I try to get as many things done as possible, spend time with my kids, and they're just really happy days. So yes, I am still sick. With this pregnancy, I haven't been as sick, but I do throw up almost every single day. And it's hard. Like, that's terrible. And what happens is I throw up and then I'm so hungry. I'm hungry because the baby's growing. I'm hungry because my stomach's empty. And so I want to eat so much, and I have to really try to pace myself, because if I eat too much, then I'm sick again. So that has been like a struggle, because I'm just like, food, I want to eat all of it, I'm starving. And then I get really sick after. So I do try to eat smaller meals throughout the day. So you would think with as sick as I've been, I wouldn't be gaining weight, but I am gaining weight pretty fast. I've already gained 10 pounds. And I don't have a problem with gaining weight during my pregnancies. It definitely doesn't bother me. It doesn't feel like, I never feel like panicky or like it's a bad thing to gain weight, but I definitely want to feel healthy, and I do not feel healthy right now. So again, I'm hoping to feel better so I can start exercising and also eating healthier. Healthy foods have just grossed me out, and I'm starting to like them again. And the past few months, I've only been craving carbs. So that is what I have been eating. That is what I have been able to keep down. And so that is why I'm gaining weight really fast. And I'm not too concerned. My doctor's not concerned, but I do just want to feel good. So that is something that I do want to focus on my second trimester, is just moving my body. I don't want to do anything serious, like maybe just like walking on the treadmill, or I have a few pregnancy yoga videos that I want to do. I just want to take care of myself and make sure that I'm getting good nutrients. Like I said, I am now craving healthy foods, so that is very helpful. But while we're talking about all of these things, gaining weight, eating foods that aren't healthy, being sick and throwing up, I get a lot of questions from you guys asking if any of those things trigger my past eating disorder. And they do not. I've never felt like those things are connected in any way. When I struggled with an eating disorder, it was much more of a mental thing, and gaining weight during pregnancy definitely doesn't trigger that. Being sick and throwing up definitely does not trigger that. I would be really happy to do a video answering any of the questions that you might have about struggling with an eating disorder during pregnancy, or any questions that you just might have for me. I wanted to do this when I was pregnant with Winston, because that is when I started getting a lot of questions about this. And I just didn't get around to it, and I always felt really bad because a lot of you did have questions, and I'm really happy to answer any of them. The only pregnancy that my eating disorder was really any sort of an issue with was Braylee's, because I was struggling with my eating disorder when I did get pregnant with her, but I had already kind of started recovering, and I was in a pretty good place when I got pregnant with her. And I remember the day I found out I was pregnant, I was just like, that's it. I can't do this. I have to put this little baby before me. I didn't want to risk the chance of losing her or anything happening. So, you know, I was lucky because I had a lot of support. I had a lot of people around me, and I was in a good enough place that I could pull myself out of it at that time. And I do feel very, very fortunate that I was in that place, because if it would have happened a year earlier, I would not have been. So, like I said, I would be happy to answer any questions. If I can be of help to anyone who is struggling, I would be happy to help you. So please leave any questions down below. If I get a lot, I will be sure to do a video. Sorry to go on and on about that, but I do get a lot of questions, and some people have been upset that I haven't answered them, thinking that maybe I don't want to talk about it, and that isn't the case. I have to get in a good place mentally to go there. So that has been the biggest thing, and then just doing it. So I do want to do that, so watch for that. If you can hear any footsteps or cars rolling on the ground, it is Winston. He's playing upstairs, and it's really loud. Any footsteps or any movement up there can be heard, because I'm just in my bedroom in my basement. So I'm sorry about that, but I think he's playing. Okay, so another symptom that I experienced during my first trimester is moodiness. I have been super moody and a little bit overly emotional, and just kind of in a bad mood. And I think it is because your hormones are going crazy. I've been sick, I've been overwhelmed, I get behind on my housework and on my YouTube channel and everything in life, and it is all just overwhelming. And when you don't feel good, you're just like, I can't do anything. So I have been super, super moody, but today I feel good. Today I'm in a happy mood, and so I'm just hoping that this is a sign of things to come, so that I'm not moody, because my kids are always like, Mom, what is going on? Thankfully, my kids are older and they understand, and they'll talk to me, and you know, I feel like overall things are okay, but I do want to be in a better mood for them. Another thing that has been driving me crazy is acne. I've had terrible skin since becoming pregnant. I remember when I was trying to get pregnant with Winston, once I got off of my birth control, really breaking out through here. And I know that that is due to hormones, but since becoming pregnant, I wasn't on birth control before, but since becoming pregnant, I have really broke out through here and on my neck and actually on my chest. So that has been terrible, and it has been really, really painful. They're the type of zits that are more like a cyst, and they don't pop, and they hurt so bad if you touch them or bump them, and they're just really terrible. So I saw somewhere that people use apple cider vinegar as like a face wash, as a toner, and so I just bought some last night that I'm going to try, and I will let you know if it helps or if it works. And just in case you're suffering from this, I don't know what else to do. I haven't changed my skincare routine. I, have kept doing the same exact thing, hoping that eventually my skin would just balance out, but it has not. So that is something else that has been making me crazy. Another thing that has made me crazy is I'm so clumsy. I drop everything. I drop my phone like 5 times a day. It's cracked and it's broken, and I'm not going to get it fixed until after I have the baby because I drop it all day long. I drop so many things that I'm holding, and it's just like I have it in my hands and then it's just like on the ground. Like, what happened? I don't even, I wasn't even moving. My hands just drop things. I don't know what's going on. Another thing that was really terrible is I actually fell down our stairs, and I was holding Winston, and again, I don't know what happened. I was walking down my stairs like I do all of the time, like I've done since we moved into this house, and my feet just like gave out and I fell. Everyone was okay, thankfully. It wasn't like a terrible fall. I didn't roll. I just fell backwards, and Winston wasn't hurt. I did have a huge bruise on my ribs, but everything was okay, and I didn't like fall on my belly. I didn't fall on Winston. Everything was okay. But yeah, clumsiness has definitely been a huge, huge issue with this pregnancy. Okay, another one that I knew was coming and hoped would not is heartburn. I am starting to get really bad heartburn. It's definitely not as bad as it was with my other pregnancies. I had such bad heartburn with Gage, and nothing really helped. So at this point with this pregnancy, if I have heartburn, I take a couple of Tums and I'm okay. So hopefully things will stay the same, but usually as the baby grows, your heartburn gets worse. I talked to my doctor about not finding out what the gender is because I do want to be very careful with the ultrasound coming up, and so that nothing slips or I don't see anything. But Casey really wants to know what the baby is, so we are still talking about it. I just really don't want to know. Like, I know I'll be so happy either way, and so that is still something that I really don't want to know, is the gender of our baby. I have ordered a couple little outfits that are just gender neutral. I know that I can still get things ready. I know that we'll still be ready for the baby when it gets here. I just don't want to know, but Casey really does. My kids really do. The rest of my family is like, you can't do that. You have to find out. So I don't know what will happen. I just know that it's not a good thing if Casey knows and I don't know, because that's just too easy for things to slip. So I get my ultrasound at 20 weeks, and we will definitely have to figure out what we're doing at that point. But I'm still really hoping, and I do think that Casey will wait. I know it will be hard, but I don't want to know. I think that this will be our last baby, and I just think that it will be so fun to not find out. I did do the gender ring prediction test. If you haven't seen that, I will leave a link down below. And I am going to film another video just of some different old wives' tales of ways to determine your baby's gender without actually finding out. So watch for that next week. I think it will be a lot of fun. And then there are still a few more like experiments that I want to do with the kids. So those will be coming up in the next few months as well. I love doing that, and the kids had so much fun doing the ring test. So I think that we're having a lot of fun not knowing what the gender is and just like guessing and predicting. And I just think that the day of the delivery would be so special to not know. Like I mentioned, I have gained weight. I don't fit into very many of my clothes anymore, especially my pants, because my belly has definitely grown a lot. I am showing faster with this pregnancy than I did with Winston. So there are a few pairs of my jeans that I can wear and do like the elastic trick with, where you put it around your button and through the loop so that it stretches it a little bit more. But it's not comfortable. By the end of the night, after I've eaten all day, I'm like, get these pants off. So I did just order maternity clothes. If you would like to see like a little haul or a few of the clothes that I bought, let me know, and I will do a little haul for you and show you some of the clothes that I got and how they fit. I do order most of my clothes online from ASOS or ASOS. I was really happy with all the clothes that I got with Winston, but I do want to go to H&M and check out their maternity line because I heard that it's amazing. So I will be sure to keep you updated on those things. One last thing that I have been really struggling with lately is knowing that Winston will no longer be my baby and that he's going to seem so big when the baby gets here. And I know that there will be those of you who comment and say, well, he's 2.5. It's time for you to stop treating him like a baby. And I really do try it, and I know that he is older, but he is my baby, and I don't know, it's just been hard for me to think of like me not being able to give him my full attention. And that is something that I'm really having a hard time with right now. So I'm hoping over the next few months I can really focus on him and give him a lot of one-on-one attention. He's just such a special little guy. He lights up our whole family and makes us all so happy. And it's just really weird to look at him and think that he's going to be a big brother. I think it's going to be amazing and that he'll be so great. I know when the baby gets here, everything will feel right. But right now I am really struggling with that. I did the same thing with each of my kids. This time, Winston and the baby will be closer together in age than my other two. And it just seems really, really crazy to me that Winston's not going to be a baby. And I know that he's just going to seem so big. But I also am really looking forward to it. But that's just a little something that I have been having a hard time with. It feels a little weird to me because I feel like I haven't quite started showing yet, just that I have gained a little bit of weight, but I will show you a little bump update just so we can see my belly grow. Again, I have just kind of filled out and gained a little bit of weight. But my baby is the size of a fist, so there is a baby in there. With Winston's pregnancy and with this one, I've had so much fun sharing it with my older kids and now sharing this one with the older two and Winston. They get so excited to watch my belly grow. They were so excited to hear the baby's heartbeat. They can't wait to see the ultrasound. Everything is just so magical when you have older kids to share it with, and especially when they understand exactly what's happening, to hear their excitement about the baby coming, what they think it is, what names they want. It's just been so much fun. So, and again, I'm so happy and grateful to be sharing this experience and journey with you once again. I can't thank you enough for all of the love and support that you give to us and the comments and messages that you send to us. I love reading all of them. I just can't thank you all enough for watching and for just being here with me. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.